Today I'm going to show you how you can integrate Enalyzer Cloud with Power BI using a streaming dataset. First, we need to create a survey within Enalyzer, which we have already done here. And the second step is we're going to set the data labels that we want to use in Power BI. For this, we go into settings of our survey and choose data labels, and then we can adjust them here if needed. In our case, we want to use country, and this is already set as we want. So we can leave the survey environment and go on and create a webhook automation. For this, we go into the Enalyzer main page, choose automations, Enalyzer, and we create a new automation. For this, we need to use a webhook automation. And in our case, it's going to be a outgoing webhook. We choose our survey as the main source. In our case, it's the Net Promoter Score survey. And then we can choose which variables we want to base our automation on. In our case, we want to include specific variables, and we choose data labels as we have set them specifically for our automation, and we click Next. Then we need to choose the variable we want to base it on. For example, as already mentioned, we choose country. Click Add. And then, for the moment, we're going to notice the output example and leave Enalyzer Cloud for now. After we created the automation in Enalyzer, we go into Power BI and go into our workspace. I'm already in my workspace within Power BI, and then we choose to create a new streaming data set by clicking on the plus, streaming data set. Then we choose API and click Next. Then we can define a name. We call it NPS, as our survey is called NPS, and we enable the historic data analysis. And then we have to enter our values from our value stream. Remember, we set our data label to country and put in country. Then we click Create. Now, we can see that we've created a new streaming data set called NPS right here. We click the three dots and click on API Info. Then we copy the push URL. After we copy the push URL, we go back into Enalyzer Cloud. Now we're back in Enalyzer Cloud, and then we can paste the push URL we just copied in here. Once we've done that, we can click on Test Connection. We can now see that the connection test was successful. Then we can go on and click Next. Now we can create a name for the automation. We're just going to keep that one here because it's the same name of the survey. Click Next, and that we want to enable it now. We also want to keep that. Then we click Done and save the automation. We have now created the automation. And after we've done that, you can go into Power BI and create a report based on your streaming data set. And once you complete a respondent in the survey, you can see that the data is streamed to your report by simply clicking Refresh within Power BI. And this is how you integrate Enalyzer within Power BI using a streaming dataset.